In every storm, there's a moment of decision, a choice you make that determines whether you'll break or rise. Every one of us faces a storm at some point. It could be failure, loss, fear, or uncertainty. But let me tell you this, storms don't break you. They reveal who you truly are. Right now, you might be feeling like the storm is too much to handle. But I need you to listen closely. Are you ready to face it head on? Because the warrior within you is waiting to awaken. You can't grow without challenges. You can't unlock your potential without struggle. Look around you. The greatest warriors throughout history didn't become legends because they had it easy. They fought for every inch of progress. They overcame the odds, and so will you. Every obstacle you face is a test of your strength. Every challenge is an invitation to level up. But the question is, will you show up when it counts, when it feels like the world is against you? When the weight of your doubts and fears feels unbearable, will you keep going? This is where warriors are made. Right here, in the trenches of your struggle. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion that success happens overnight. But let me break it to you. Success is forged in the grind. It's in those long nights. It's in the mornings when you don't feel like getting up. It's in the moments when everyone else is quitting. But you push forward. And here's where the question matters. What are you willing to sacrifice? How far are you willing to go to awaken the unstoppable force within you? The grind doesn't stop. You have to choose to stay in the fight every single day, because the world doesn't wait, and neither should you. There's one thing that every warrior faces, and that's fear. Fear of failing, fear of the unknown, fear of being judged. But here's the truth. Fear is a part of the journey. It's not a sign that you're weak, but a sign that you're moving into uncharted territory. The question is, what will you do when fear comes knocking? Will you cower in its shadow, or will you step into the light and rise above it? Fear will always be there, but you get to choose whether you let it control you. Do you control fear, or does fear control you? The moment you break through your fear, something incredible happens. You realize that you are stronger than you ever imagined. You realize that the limits you once believed were impossible to surpass were all in your mind. What if I told you that your breakthrough is closer than you think? What if the moment you're on the verge of giving up is the moment you need to push the hardest? Because right on the other side of your struggle is everything you've been working for. But you have to be relentless. No one tells you this, but the grind never ends. The challenges never stop. But here's the thing. Once you embrace the grind, once you decide that you will give everything you have, it transforms you. It shapes you. It turns you into something untouchable. This is where warriors separate themselves from everyone else. This is where champions are born. And the real question is, do you have the heart to keep going when no one's watching? When there's no applause, no recognition, just you and the struggle, will you still rise? This is it. The moment you've been working for. You've faced the storm. You've fought the fear. You've embraced the grind. And now, you're unstoppable. You are not the same person who began this journey. You've evolved. You've transformed. And the only question that remains is, what will you do with this power? You are now a force that cannot be denied. So go out and show the world what happens when a warrior awakens. You've awakened your inner warrior. Now it's time to live like one. The journey never ends. The storm will come again. But each time you rise, you get stronger. You become more of the force you were always meant to be. Are you ready to keep fighting? Because the world is waiting for you to show them what it means to be unstoppable.